Hello and welcome to a bumper edition of Cycling Weekly's Tech of the Month, and it's of course November. We've got some competition prizes to get through to you, but more on that later. And we've also got to introduce the brand new presenter, that is James, who you've seen on our YouTube channel already. Welcome, James.
Thank you very much.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, good, man. Yeah. I mean, like, it's first day of school kind of thing, like a bit of a vibe to it. So
But before James goes through his product, Rupert is going to go, and you've got your...
Oh mate, I'm so excited about this.
Are you?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been thinking about these for ages. Basically, all the time you're talking, I've just been thinking about these. So I've brought a pair of shoes. These are a pair of shoes that we have loved in the past. The Shimano S-Phyres. But brand new. Look how amazing these look.
Pearlescent.
Look at that.
I'm so jealous.
I know.
So before we go on, Rupert got these in for himself in his size.
So these are the beautiful new Shimano S-Phyres. And they do look different to the last one. So we had a couple of the last pairs in. And these obviously now have this lovely little heel section there, which is this kind of lovely silvery colour.
As well,
and it
goes
right underneath and up here to the sole. But there are a few other tweaks to this shoe as well. This new perforated upper for a bit more breathability over the last one. And the boa routing is slightly different there as well.
And I noticed you got some little extra arch insert supports
Yes,
as well.
yeah, there's some little inserts
so you can
in
tune the fit as well.
Yeah, get that fit right. So, other tweaks on this shoe. So you get this nice little heel material there to give a bit of extra heel grip, which is really cool. The last pair didn't have that. So it's kind of minor updates on the last shoe.
Because the last shoe was very good.
The last shoe was amazing.
It was EC Products.
It was.
Editor's Choice in 2017.
10 out of 10. It's got super stiff carbon sole as well. Carbon stiffness of 12.
Oh, out of?
Doesn't say, mate.
Okay.
Stiffness scales are completely arbitrary.
Yes, it is. It's defined
Shimano
by
stiffness
the
scale,
yeah. Which 12 sounds a lot, actually. It's more than 11.
Yeah, most things, if they go up to 11, then they're good.
They're good.
Exactly.
Really good.
This shoe is available in other colours, including this absolutely mad bright green colour. I think we saw it at your event, actually. It is really out there. Last year, they had the bright blue shoe. This year is a bright green shoe, so Shimano pushing the boat out. But this has got to be the best. That kind of white with little flecks of silver in it.
It's great.
Beautiful, isn't
I
it?
think the good thing about these shoes is that they suit a load of different styles of feet and shapes and sizes and whatnot. We found with extensive testing of load of dream shoes, because these are dream shoes, right? That there was always something that someone found in the shoe or the sizing that didn't quite feel right, and there's a lot of people that suit these shoes more often
absolutely.
than not.
I'm super picky about shoes, and we've discussed this a lot. So I often struggle with numb feet from carbon soles, and these Shimanos don't give me that problem. So I'm a massive fan of them, and I cannot wait to get these out. Great. Don't want to wear them uncovered though, because obviously now is not the time of the year.
They should go straight in a box.
Yeah, I'll put them in a sealed airbag in the cupboard and wait until next spring. Yeah.
Have you got to wait for those?
I do. So these are 537 grams for the pair, which is about
68.5 grams each, average.
Wicked.
Mr. Mathematician.
He's like Carol from Countdown, isn't he?
No, Rachel.
Rachel, no, it's not Carol, is it?
Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you, Rupert. I'm going to go next, and I've got some lights. Great time of year for lights. But I've got a little experiment. If you take that, James. Take this one, Rupert.
Great.
No one touch any buttons yet. You take this one.
I won't touch.
I faced it the wrong way. Don't look into it whilst I do this. So these are a brand new set of lights from CatEye, and they're called Sync. So I'm hoping this works. This is linked to my phone on the CatEye app, and I'm just about to turn them on.
Oh, look at that.
All on at the same time with
All
one
on at the same
button.
time with one button. So as I say, CatEye Sync, you can see the little app on my phone there, which has all of these lights linked together. And it was very simple. I just downloaded the app. The app found each light. I'll just switch them off. And they all sync together. So the idea is that CatEye wanted a system where you'd get 360 visibility. So you'd see on each light, the wearable, which Rupert has, is around 50 quid, I think. Puts out about 40 odd lumens, which isn't a huge amount, but it is a decent amount for a rear light. The Kinetic that James has is a more powerful rear light. That's coming out at £60 with 50 lumens. And then the front light, which is the core, the CatEye core, pushes out around 500 lumens and has day bright settings and various other things to be super bright in the daylight if you need it. Same with the Kinetic at the rear. They have nice powerful settings that even be useful during the day. And that is coming out at around £80, sorry.
So do you buy these as a set or do they come individually?
So you can buy the 2 main lights, which is the Kinetic and the core, front and rear, for £120 as a pair.
So save quite a bit of money.
Yeah, which isn't too bad, and it saves you a bit of money. And the front light is very good. The core is very good. You can feel it in your hands. It's a nice, solid body, and it feels quality. And it has 5 different modes for you to choose from.
Yeah.
And once they're connected all together, if you just switch the front light off, they all go off. And it's like, you know, I put the Wearable on my rucksack when I'm commuting to the station and back, and obviously that's on your seat post. And sometimes I'm always fiddling around or checking that it's on or not. And you can either get your phone out and make sure that you can check all your lights are on. I know it sounds really sort of basic and simple, but sometimes that light you can't see, especially in town with other street lights.
If your phone's just in your jeans pockets when you're riding along, you know, it's just easy to...
And as I say, one click of that will change or turn them all off. And then if you change the setting as well, from flashing to constant, they'll all change as well.
So they all mirror each other.
Yes, they do. So, you know, the 2 rear ones, so they all come on.
Hey, cool.
They have varying burn times and charge times. The one thing I would say is the Wearable being so small and me having the other 2 lights in quite a bright setting, the battery does sort of dwindle away quite quickly, but not within one ride. It's a couple of rides.
But it's rechargeable though as well.
But it is all rechargeable via micro USB, which can be plugged into your...
And it's one of those things that anything that you put like a Bluetooth in immediately is a drain on the battery. This is amazingly light.
Yes, it's really nice.
That's crazy.
And it looks nice on the bike as well. It's not, you know, as a front light, it looks quite nice. But it gives me, you know, the confidence that I am being seen. You know, the front light is good, and you would use it for, you know, a small section of unlit roads. But I wouldn't say it would be, you know, the light to do absolutely everything. But it is very powerful.
500 lumens is actually enough light to see the way, just not at full speed, is it?
Yes,
So.
yes, exactly. There is the CatEye and the Sync range, which is the core, the Wearable and the Kinetic, which you can buy as a package. James?
Well, so as you all know, I'm fairly new here, and when the guys asked me to come on to Tech of the Month, as I've had a bit of a snoop around trying to work out, you know, what cool product have I used. I came across these, the Fulcrum Racing Zero, and I've only ever had great experiences with them. But since jumping onto these, the carbon rim, it's light, it's responsive. They've updated the braking surface as well. It gives you excellent braking, the dry. It was actually I believe it was the editor's choice last year. Is that right?
Yeah, we all tested them. I think this is a product that we all know and love, right? It's like Fulcrum, sort of, their best is sort of epitomised in this wheelset, I think. And they've done a good job. Racing Zeros, as you say, aluminium version is like been going strong. And as soon as they made that into a carbon version, it was just like, we know they're going to be good out of the box, right?
Just went like wildfire, didn't it? Really. Yeah. You know, I think like you got to love a box section rim. I don't know anybody who doesn't love a box section rim. You know, like
mind your shoes, mate.
He almost wore through your shoe then.
Imagine.
Worse than disc brakes.
Cut me leg off with a box section rim.
Carbon.
But no, I'm a bit of a traditionalist as much as
HR.
It's HR. It's got to be one claim every month for HR.
Have you
Sorry,
finished?
James.
Around?
Yeah, go on, mate.
But no, I'm a bit of a traditionalist. As much as I appreciate an aero rim, like the rest of us, I don't think you can kind of get away from the feeling of a box section. It's stable. It's got good shock absorption. It's got great acceleration, great stopping.
It's just a good versatile
yeah,
wheel, right? I think people can forget that actually for many, many years, wheel brands were getting them right. And I guess the difference is a good quality standard wheel like this stands out from the other box section wheels, right?
Yeah, they just last as well. That's the other thing about it. Is like sort of you can use one of those sort of wheels pretty much all year round. And now, obviously, everyone used to worry about carbon in the wet and everything, but now the way they impregnate the surface and make it sort of like with the decent brake pads that will stop you even in the wet. So you can use it all year round, and it should last a heck of a lot longer than an aluminium rim as well.
So James, how much do they weigh?
So these are a little over 1,300 grams. They 16 spokes in the front, 24 on the rear, I believe. Incredibly stiff. They come in price-wise at £1,700, a little over £1,700. So it's a pricey wheel. I admit. And out of all of the products we've got today, it's certainly well up there with being like the most expensive.
The starters you mean to go on, right?
You just punch
it.
Yeah, exactly. I'll start off, first tech of the month, right, I'm going to throw a £2,000 wheel set down. That's my baseline. But no, I appreciate, not everybody wants to spend £2,000 on a set of wheels, but I think if you are somebody who wants to think, I'm going to invest in a really top-end wheel set, I don't think you can kind of go far wrong with these. I've never ever had a problem with Fulcrums. Bearings will last you forever. They look really, really good. And you're just going to be the envy of everybody in your Sunday club run. So, I haven't got anything bad to say about them. So for me, it was a easy choice.
Great.
Very nice.
Well, that sums it up perfectly, I reckon. Maybe we should get him back next month as well.
Yeah.
I think there's only room for one James on the Tech of the Month sofas now. So.
Oh no! What are we going to do?
Tony Blair's sitting here.
That's true.
Yeah.
Thanks, James. I think that was a great summary of a great set of wheels, really. Now, not to introduce any into James' rivalry, but James Bracey, what have you got?
Okay, so I've got something a little bit different, but it's quite big. So you're going to have to come with me, okay? So
Bracey, just, size isn't everything, remember that.
This...
Bazinga.
Bloody hell.
There we go. This is Douchebags.
No.
You can't see?
Take it back out. Take it back out.
So this is Douchebags, the Savage. It's a bike bag, as you can tell. And
I'm worried what he's got inside the bike bag.
Dead bodies.
He's just been to America, so who knows?
No, see, I prepared this one earlier. So
that's not a bike, mate.
There is a bike in here.
Oh, I can only see the scaffolding.
That's
right. Is that a
right.
mountain bike?
No, it's not. This. There we go.
Wow, look at that.
So this is Douchebag. They're a Swedish company. They're renowned from the skiing world in terms of creating luggage for skiing, snowboarding, and so on. And over the last couple of seasons, they've been starting to do lots with bike stuff. And this is the Savage. This is their top-end bike bag. And the thing about it, as you can probably tell on there, is it has a roll cage. So it's what they class as a hybrid. So what you've got is you've got the ease and practicality of having a soft bag that you can fold away when you don't need it. But then it's got that roll cage, that bright red roll cage in there, which actually holds everything in place. And when it's all put together, it effectively creates a gap between the bike and the sides of the case itself. So it keeps everything completely safe away from luggage handlers.
And so you've actually travelled with this, right?
I have. I've actually just come back from America, took it over there, amazing. Been to Switzerland, been to lots of other places as well, and I've been very, very impressed with it so far. It's not had any issues at all going through. Everyone's really sort of handled it very, very carefully. There's a couple of little niggles, like these 4 handles on the top, but it's quite difficult to know that they're there unless you actually know they're there.
Right.
So you just apart from that, absolutely brilliant. So super easy to use.
You have to build the roll cage.
So it folds away, but yes, you just basically, it's all sprung loaded parts, and you basically sort of build it up, clip the top section on, and it's ready to go. Okay. But the other real good thing is, with a lot of bike bags, you have to put the bike in it and then try and sort of attach it all together. what you do with this is you actually take some of the parts out of the bottom of it, and then you can actually build your bike around that and then clip it into the bag.
Okay.
So it's really, really easy to use.
I mean, the one thing for me is, and I think we've all travelled with bikes at some stage, is that you always dread looking out the window, seeing the baggage handlers throwing things on, and you don't want to look because you think, that's going to be my bike, and then you see something drop and you're just like, it'll be okay, don't worry about it. But having a piece of kit that gives you peace of mind is actually really useful. And the fact that when you do take it home, you could actually fold it away, because bike bags or bike boxes are big bits of kit, right?
The other good thing about it is it looks really nice. It's like really nicely sort of like branded. It's just plain black. It's really easy to move as well. So it's got big wheels and then skid plate on the bottom, and the handles are like going through airports. It's a dream. It's like super quiet, really easy to maneuver.
Sounds like quality.
It is.
How much does it cost?
You do pay for that. It's £625.
I kind of figure with that though, it's like, if you're going to spend 10 grand on a road bike, why would you not invest another 500 quid to make sure you?
And then you can equally argue, you use it twice a year, and 600 quid is a lot of money.
It is a lot.
But you do want
your 10 grand box in a 10 grand bike in a cardboard box.
Well, they often say
Get on, play.
Honestly, I'm impressed. It's probably the best bike bag / box I've used in terms of ease of use and also the practicality as well. So you fold it down, done.
This is the bike of the month, the BTwin Ultra 920 AF. So I'm going to talk you through it from the frame up, because this is such a cool bike. So it's an aluminium frame, that's what the AF stands for, as you might expect, but it's got a carbon fork up there.
It says carbon on it.
It says carbon on it, for the benefit of the viewers. And they've changed this a little bit. So last year, this was a very good bike, but it had an underslung brake. So the brake was on the chainstay, which was a bit of a pain. So they changed it and they put it back in the normal spot, which is great. We love it when people listen to a bit of feedback.
Yeah.
Really exciting. It's got Mavic Cosmic wheels on, which we love. So these are just aluminium wheels, but they roll so well.
Yep.
They just keep going. Once you've got them up to speed, they don't want to slow down. I was blown away by that. And they're the UST versions, so they are tubeless as well. Come with the tyres. So these come as like a lovely little pair here, which are great. And unbelievably, it's Shimano Ultegra on this. Yeah, I know.
For 1,200 quid?
For 1,200 quid. £1,199, and you've got Mavic Cosmics, Shimano Ultegra.
Is that the cheapest bike you can buy with Ultegra on it?
That's an interesting question.
And that is a big claim.
It can't be far off, surely.
And it's literally the whole group set as well. It's like there's literally no part.
They've not changed the brakes out. They're all branded Ultegra brakes.
The cassette is Ultegra as well, which is like normally one of the areas where
the first thing they do is like swap that out. The cassette.
It is.
No one noticed.
Yeah. Absolutely amazing. I mean, the front brake's even direct mount. It's not even,
That's pretty cool.
It's so cool. And it's an amazing performer. It's even a 52-36 chain set.
Because they know you're going to go
It's full gas the whole time.
Full gas.
Full gas. It's amazing. And then cherry on the cake, physique saddle. They've not scrimped on anything. No. It's just great spec all the way around.
It's actually a proper physique saddle. It's an R5, so it's not like an OE one or anything else like that.
Exactly.
How are they doing that?
I don't know. I don't know how they're doing it.
There's some magic going on in
there is, isn't there? It's amazing.
Factory.
Yeah.
And
it's not going to like dissolve in rainwater or anything.
It's not yet. So, I've been testing this in the rain.
Actually, I can see.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah, the bike looks a bit filthy, mate.
Yeah.
What is going down?
How dare you? How dare you?
Well, he doesn't clean things himself.
Really?
Testing it in the rain is like, oh, it's raining outside. Bike's doing great.
looking from the window.
But it's really comfortable. It's an aluminium frame, but it's really compliant and it's a really nice ride. And it's quite high. The head tube's quite tall, so it's not like a backbreaker when you're riding on it.
So is it more of like an endurance style?
Yeah. You could quite happily ride this a long way, but it's quite heavy. It's 8.2 kilos.
They haven't scrimped at any point.
And you are right, I couldn't knock it. So when I tested this, you know, the value is just staggering, really. What you're getting on this bike is absolutely crazy. A great bike, yeah, really comfortable, amazing value, bike of the month for sure.
All right, so that's the end of Bike of the Month and Tech of the Month. However, we haven't finished just yet. And just like we promised, we are going to announce the winner of our amazing competition we released to you guys earlier this month to celebrate 100,000th subscriber.
Yeah. So thank you to everybody that commented in our comment section. We had so many great ideas.
A huge amount of
We
ideas.
loved them, but one particularly stood out, which was we have a budget to buy a second-hand bike, and then we are allowed one upgrade to that bike, and then we have to challenge each other to a series of tasks on the bike. Winner takes it all. So, congratulations to Dida Shermans for the great idea. Congratulations, you have won the excellent Canyon Endurace AL 7.0. We will be in touch for further details on how you can get hold of that bike. But congratulations, enjoy it. Great idea.
Yeah, amazing idea. Well done.
And the good thing about an idea like that is it shows that you don't have to spend thousands of pounds to get into cycling.
No.
And that's the great thing.
Yeah, that is the gem of that idea, really, isn't it?
You guys are going to lose, by the way. Anyway,
We'll have a bit of presenter rivalry. It's going to be tears, that's a guarantee.
absolutely.
Simon's in training already. That's the scary thing about it.
It's the
So,
person that
yeah.
they buy a second-hand carbon frame and it snaps.
I'm
on one of the challenges.
I'm getting an e-bike motor for my upgrade. So it's
That is a great... You shouldn't have said that.
oh, it's fine.
I'm also getting an e-bike motor for my upgrade.
I'm just buying a second-hand e-bike. But we haven't finished, and we've got one more competition prize to give away, and it is lovely Cycling Weekly coffee.
Coffee.
Everyone loves coffee. I stole this from the marketing team to give away to you guys, and all you have to do is comment in the comment section below, giving us your best roadside bodges. We all got a bodge that we've had to do once in a while, right? What,
Yep.
James, what?
Well, my one's for we've all had a squeaky chain every now and again. So, you know, if you've got yourself some isotonic drink, give that a squirt in your cassette and your problems will be over.
Just for that ride, I guess.
Yeah, no, just for that ride.
It goes really sticky. All your problems.
A load of wasps and ants on you.
But you go faster. It's fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise it for like a long-term solution.
That's a
but
nice
like,
bodge, though.
Well, mine, you know, we've all been out on a ride, had a puncture, realised that you've split your tyre, and you sort of like thinking, well, you know, you can't just put a new inner tube in there. So obviously, most of us like eat gels, or you can find like a crisp packet on the floor or something, and you can put that inside your tyre, and it stops then your new tube from pushing through, so you can get yourself home. So in an emergency, an old gel wrapper or any piece of rubbish will help you to get home. That's a good one.
Great. They're two great roadside bodges. So comment in the comment section below with your best roadside bodge, and we'll announce the winner a week from today. So we'll comment on your comment in the comment section below, and you get to win 4 bags of lovely Cycling Weekly coffee. Okay, well, thanks guys. That has been a fully loaded Tech of the Month. And if you guys get involved, you can win some absolutely lovely Cycling Weekly coffee, which I've had way too much of today already. But if you've liked this video, do give us a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of our content, subscribe to our channel as well. But until next time, we'll see you then. Yeah.
And
Stand up for me.
is that a boat outside? What was that?
Where are we? Is that fair? Oh, we're fine.
Question for you, Rupert.
Yes.
That does sound like a boat, doesn't it?
Someone's dumping a boat in there.
Get rid of the yacht.